Today's video is a review on these beautiful looking brushes from the company My Makeup Brush Set. Now I quickly want to add in that these brushes were sent to me for review. A person from the company got in touch with me probably a month and a half ago and asked me if I would like to try their brushes out, and they were kind enough to send me two brush sets. The first one that I chose is a rose gold and black, which is very pretty, and the second one is an all silver brush set. So the great thing about this company is that they are cruelty free. This set of 10 brushes retails for $40 right now. I mean, where these brushes are for some $50,000, these are just $40. Now I have never tried oval brushes before in my life. I was dying to try them out, which is why I just jumped on these opportunity. Quickly show you how they came in. They came in with the big box. The packaging it came in. Brushes were inside this cloth bag, which has the company's name written on it, and all of the brushes were placed individually in plastics of their own. I have used a variety of products you will see along the video, from cream to powder, so that you guys can see how it performs and what is the blendability of the brushes. So without further ado, let's start the demo. This is what the foundation brush looks like. All the brushes have mentioned behind them that what they can be used for. Obviously you could switch it up and use it to anything as you like, but I'm going to try to stick to what they say it is recommended for, so that you guys can get a look. And also the quality is not cheap. Like, since the whole set is only for $40 right now, it is not flimsy, it is not cheap, it is not, you know, something that is going to just come apart once you're washing it or something. Because I did put this to the test, because I didn't want to do a first impressions kind of video, because I feel it makes really no sense to do that. I have used them before, I have washed them as well, and I was a little hard when I saw that there's nothing happening, there's no shedding happening, there's absolutely no piece of hair that is coming out. I did go a little hard when I was washing them, and they are absolutely fine, absolutely great. The first thing that I'm going to do is take my foundation. I'm taking the Revlon Color Stay. So I'm just going to take some of this behind the brush and start to dot it. So as you can see, this is doing more of a job of a beauty blender rather than a brush. So I feel it's getting blended into my skin very nicely and very evenly, and it feels absolutely soft. It's not rough in any way, and it's not even leaving any brush marks or brush strokes anywhere on my face. I don't feel that it takes away more time than any other brush or sponge. You're more of a brush person and you don't want to invest in a beauty blender because it is expensive, so this could be an alternative for it. The next brush that I'm using is the concealer brush. For concealer, I wanted to use something that is very thick, which is why instead of using a liquid concealer, I thought I would go for the Kryolan Derma color. So I'm directly dipping the brush into the product, and I'm directly going to start blending it on my under eye. Now this, as you may know if you've used it, is very thick, very difficult to blend as well. So I thought, let me try giving this a shot with the brushes. I'm just going to take some and put it on my eyelids as well. The next brush that comes in the set is this big large powder brush. I'm going to use my Shampoo pressed powder for this step. These brushes are so dense that they pick up so much of the product and they pack it on really well, and I am a lover for a bit more of packing because I am very oily, so I do need the powder to be set very well into my skin for my foundation and concealers to last. Next thing that I'm doing is contouring. For contouring, this is what they have. I'm taking the Anastasia contour kit and I'm going to pick up the darkest shade from it. And on the other side, I'm going to use a cream bronzer so that you guys can see the difference of how this works with the powder and with the cream. So I'm going to take it, dip it right in. Though it does a great job at packing one product, it's not very easy to blend with this and get that flawless look. So I would suggest that if you want to use this brush for contouring, you could pack on the product and then probably take something like the concealer brush and start to blend it in. I am going to take some on the other sides of my face as well. The other side of my face, I'm going to use this Chanel bronzer, the Solid Tan Day Chanel. Just going to dip into the product. So even though synthetic brushes are supposed to do a better job with cream products rather than powder, but for this particular one I feel it did a better job at packing on the Anastasia powder rather than the cream bronzer. I'm going to put the product on with the nose shadow brush, and I think I'm going to need maybe a bigger brush to blend it, because again this is going to be quite difficult to blend the line out. So I'm actually going to be using the eyebrow brush to blend out the line, because if I use the concealer brush it's too big and I'm scared that it'll just get all over. So in my opinion, this could be used as a nose contour brush more than the nose shadow brush that they have mentioned. I think what it would work very well for is to highlight the bridge of the nose. If you want to highlight the center of your nose anywhere, I think this would fit. I'm going to use it on the center of my nose and show it to you all how it would look like. Wiped my brush out and I picked up some of the highlight and so if you can see, it fitted in really well for that space, because sometimes even highlighting with your fingers can get a little difficult and you tend to get all around the place. So you can use a bit of your fingers to just blend it out. So the next thing that I'm going to do is apply blush with this blush brush. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that I kind of did a first impressions over there on the day of Diwali. So when I tried it out, I actually deposited a lot of product on my cheek, but these brushes are so smooth. Like I just picked up the foundation brush and blended it out and it was all gone. That's the best thing about it. So now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to start with the eyebrows. So this is the eyebrow brush, the one that I used to contour my nose, and now I'm going to use it to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm going to take this dark brown matte eyeshadow. So you can compare the left and right and see that I haven't gone out anywhere. You just have to be doing it the normal way I would with an angled brush. The next thing that they have is an eyeshadow brush. Now this could be a little weird to apply eyeshadow, but I'm going to do it just so that you guys can see how it would perform. Okay, so it does do a good job, but I feel that if I just take some eyeshadow on my fingers and put it on my lid, it's going to be fast. As compared to what they've mentioned to use it for, I would probably use it for something else like contour my nose or probably get it to blend the lower lash line or something. So the next thing that comes in this set is an eyeliner brush. Now this is what it looks like. It's a very thin and a very small brush if you see it sideways. So for eyeliner, honestly again I found it very difficult to use because probably I'm not used to it, you know. I'm always used to using the angled brushes which are thin and small, so I just quickly make a line and even make a wing very easily now. But I'm going to try using an eyeshadow as an eyeliner. I feel this would work better as more of a smoked out eyeliner, you know, while you're using eyeshadow, because it is a little thick and especially to get into the inner corner of the eye is a little difficult. So it does do a good job and it did stay where I wanted it to stay, you know, like it was not that it was bending and then it was getting all over the place. So the last out of the 10 brushes is a lip brush. Now this is what it looks like. see sideways. So I'm gonna just try and take some of it on the brush. Okay, so this is how much that I've taken. If you see, it did blend it evenly all over, but I would definitely not do a red lip with this kind of brush. It did apply evenly, but not as opaque as I would want it to be. Like, to just go in with the product directly. See? So if you just go in with the bullet directly, this is the intensity of the lipstick as compared to the ones around it. All in all, in my opinion, these brushes are great, especially for the price. I mean, $40 for 10 brushes is a great price. Like, if you go to a MAC store, you're gonna get a face brush for 4,000 rupees or an eye brush for 2,000 rupees. I mean, in comparison to that, every brush over here is for just $4. So it makes great sense according to me. I was not very impressed using it on my eyes and on my lips as compared to the rest of my face. It blended beautifully on the rest of my skin. Like, you saw me even using the cream contour and highlight, and I use a powder contour as well, powder blush as well, and a very thick concealer as well. So all in all, a huge thumbs up for this company. Okay guys, so that's a wrap from me, and I will see you soon in my next video.